Since the UK government removed the 111 occupation codes from the skilled worker visa list, it has led to a lot of anxiety, frustration. Many students want to switch to a skilled worker visa, but it's a struggle to land a visa sponsorship job. We also know that there are many people on the graduate visa who want to switch to a skilled worker visa, and it's been a huge struggle because some of those codes that they were relying on are no longer on that list. So it means that they have to target the new list, and I've shared 4 lists that you need to pursue if you want a skilled worker visa. Now, the main problem is that many people are not facing this set of people who already have a skilled worker visa and they want to extend. That is one particular part that is really frustrating right now. Many employers are disappointing their employees. After promising them that they were going to extend their visa, they are now saying, no, we can't go ahead because the salary expectation has gone up. That's the minimum salary threshold for that particular occupation has gone up. And these employers are saying they don't think they are willing to go ahead with this. Now, if you watch this video till the end, I'm going to share with you a particular message from an immigration lawyer. He said some things about extending your skilled worker visa without a CoS, that if you fall under that category, there are some things you can do. Just watch it to the end. But right now, I'm going to concentrate on the impacts that these particular laws have on the British people. Let's just go into this video, dive into it, analyze what has been published on the news so that we can get a new insight on what is actually happening in the UK. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Cynthia. I share information that will help your transition abroad to be as smooth as possible. I share information about settling, working, or studying in the UK. If you're interested in getting a visa sponsorship job, you need someone to help you optimize your CV, cover letter, personal statement, or supporting information, then reach out to me. The link will be in the description as well as in the comments. And if you want to support my channel, you can always buy my book. Yes, just have a look at it, just pay for it in Amazon. And thank you so much. Without wasting time, let's get into this video. When the government removed 111 occupations from the skilled worker visa list and increased the minimum salary threshold, this affected many businesses in the UK. Now, it says here that hundreds of prison officers may have to leave UK after visa rules change. And it is really frustrating because it has here that 700 Nigerians were recruited to work in UK prisons last year. And I shared with you guys when people were, exploring this opportunity. It was a fantastic opportunity because once you write that test and you pass, you are getting it. You're going to get that CoS. They really needed people. It saved a lot of people and their families. But the sad aspect right now is that because they've increased the minimum salary threshold a bit higher, to renew their visa, it becomes a problem. It says here that government figures show that Nigerians accounted for 29% of job applicants in the prison service and 12% of staff hired. It comes after the prison service began sponsoring skilled worker visas for overseas applicants in order to plug staff shortages. So these staff shortages we have been talking about is still ongoing in so many other sectors, especially the health and care sector. I'm talking about when it comes to social care. Apart from prisons, the other sector that is crying is transportation. The mayor of London has already said that 300 people, 300 members of staff are likely to lose their job because they cannot extend this, because they increase the minimum salary threshold. So we are talking about people who provide railway and bus services. So it becomes a very serious problem for people who are in this particular sector because they cannot extend. The minimum salary threshold has gone up, and the truth is that they usually pay £31,000 for entry, and with this increase to 41,700, it becomes a challenge. Remember that they have withdrawn that aspect. They've removed some of those jobs that they give people in the transportation. They've removed them from the skilled worker visa list. So it becomes a problem for them to recruit new staff. And even the staff they already have, to retain them becomes a problem. So this is why the mayor of London is telling the government to put a pause to these changes they've made that is causing a lot of havoc, is causing a lot of problem, it's going to affect their sector. And remember that 55,000 people come into the UK every day, especially to London, every day as tourists, and they need accessible railway and bus services. They need these people who provide these services, they need them seriously. So I'm telling you that these changes are really, really tough. Now, will the government change their mind with regards to this? I'm not sure. Another sector that is being affected is agriculture. In fact, many employers have been calling out these new policies as very harsh, that is affecting them seriously. When it comes to agriculture, this particular man here, I'm showing you here, yes, he's one of the biggest producers of milk. They provide milk to different parts of the UK, and they are telling you that they rely heavily on foreign workers to boost their business. Yes, because in Scotland, they say it's very cold there, and many people don't want to do that job. That is the problem. Many people don't want to do the job, so they have to rely on foreigners, especially people from the Philippines. So many employers are actually complaining. Now the question is, will the government change their minds? Will they go back and say, okay, let's lighten the burden that this has caused? Will they actually consider reducing ILR from 10 years to 5 years? Because it's not going to make UK to be attractive anymore to work. That's something we don't know. But for now, all I can say is that do your best to get a visa sponsorship job. Start early. The time you should start submitting application if you're a student is before you arrive in the UK. And when you are in the UK, don't wait until your master's is over before you start submitting application, because it's a long struggle getting to know how the system works, how the job market perceives your qualification, skills, and experiences, how you can tweak your CV to make it attractive to recruiters, which recruiters to reach out to, networking, so many aspects that you will struggle. It takes months and months to learn and master all these things, and you might not have anybody that will teach you. That's why I say reach out to me. The game is not rigged, it's just highly competitive. There are a lot of people that want the same thing you want, and if you get professional support, it will ease your way. As in, I just love how many of my clients are getting jobs, and that is what gives me a lot of joy and peace. Why not explore this opportunity? I promised you guys that I was going to show you one video I saw online by an immigration advisor. He's an immigration lawyer, I guess. I think he has that IAA, so he has the right to give immigration advice. Just watch this.
If your skilled worker visa is coming to an end and your employer has requested the CoS allocation but they haven't received it due to the Home Office processing delays, in that case, if your visa comes to an end, you can submit an application without certificate of sponsorship and provide the evidence that your employer has made attempts to get the CoS allocation request and the delays due to the Home Office. So application can be submitted and you have to provide all the relevant evidence, provided that the request was made in time and your employer also requested the priority. If that was excluded, you can also include that information. So the guidance clearly states that if the delay is due to the Home Office, the skilled worker visa application can still be submitted without CoS, and the Home Office will put such applications on hold until the decision on the CoS allocation request is made. So if you need any help with the CoS allocation request, sponsor license, or skilled worker visa application, feel free to contact us and we'll be happy to help you.
So guys, you've heard it. If you are struggling to get your CoS because your employer has submitted an application but the Home Office is delaying, it's taking a longer time to release that CoS, and you just want to extend and your visa is coming close to an end, therefore you can submit an application. But remember, I'm not an immigration advisor. I'm just sharing something I saw online that might be of help to you. What you can do is to reach out to him or reach out to any immigration lawyer and discuss this with them. A licensed lawyer will be able to give you good advice and maybe support you with your application. I hope you have benefited a lot from this video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.